It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, September 10th, 2018. It is 7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop.
And what a fun weekend.
I'm playing with the volume, so bear with me.
Bear with him?
I will not be bear with you.
You will not be bear with me.
I don't care.
Oh, so it downhill in a hurry, didn't it? Oh,
it's going to go down quick.
Recktenwald's here.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Good morning and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis and Bob Recktenwald. Sports on Monday, and so how about that temperature this morning? Wasn't it nice?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's
Oh,
like 60
man.
degrees outside.
Camping weather. Get out by a river somewhere, set up the tent, light the fire, get some bacon on the skillet. And
This is beautiful weather. I love
man.
this. I got up and it's like 60 degrees. Like, this is nice. I can live with this.
Yeah, this is my kind of weather, you know. About 60 degrees in the morning, be about 80, 85 today.
Bob's over there with this, like, bah humbug look on his face.
Yeah.
Does he ever have anything other than a bah humbug face?
Poor Bob.
Poor Bob.
Poor Bob.
If the little tiny raindrops stop for a while, I'll be happy.
He needs to mow, just like I do. I haven't mowed in a long time. I'm going to be baling hay in my yard. Oh, my goodness.
Difference is he's got, what, 30 yards, 40 yards?
Lots
Lots of yards today.
I have a lady that we mow for, and she's a bus driver. She's in her 70s. She's a bus driver in St. Louis. And she came down the weekend before last, and she said, "Are you still mowing my grass?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. Last Friday we mowed your grass, the week prior." She said, "Okay, well, all right." So her sister came down this past weekend. "Are you still mowing her grass?" "Yes, ma'am. Last Wednesday." We normally only mow it every 14 days. We've mowed it 4 times. We've mowed it 3 times since the 20th of August. It's just crazy, you know. And we went for so long with all that drought,
And now,
I was gonna
and
say,
nothing in
yeah.
the moisture comes through.
and now the moisture's coming up, you know. And people say, "Well, it hasn't rained." No, but the dew has a lot to do
The
with
dew
it.
has a lot
help
to
your
do
grass
with it.
grow, and blah, blah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's crazy.
Anyway, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the very same thing with 3 locations in Mountain Home to enjoy Brewed Awakening. You got Balmer Boulevard, the road that leads into the high school. You got Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. And, of course, 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Stop by and have a cup of coffee with us. We got you two guys don't even drink it. Are you on that health food kick again?
No, I'm on water.
I drank my water before I got here so I can have lots of coffee.
I drink water all day long.
Yeah, well, I do too, mixed with coffee. But
Yeah, this is just heated up and colored.
and color.
All right. 1 drop of water and all that coffee
I've
grounds
had a
does
bottle of
not
water
count
this
as
morning. I
drinking
grabbed a
water.
bottle of water and drink it on the way in here. Brewed Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, just drinking muddy water.
Well, I'm glad you squeezed that in quick.
Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes, the utmost in professionalism and just dignity and just downright respectful when it comes to that time in your life for that loved one. Choose Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Let's pause for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, do we sometimes take some things too serious and let other things slide? In 1964, 300 fans were killed at a soccer game because a riot erupted due to a referee's call. Now in Arkansas, 28 football players are suspended, 2 fans arrested. The game ruled a no contest in a fight between Hamilton High and Drew Central High. Lord, these are merely games, sports activities, and entertainment. What really matters in life? I think quality time or helping those in need. Perhaps volunteering somewhere or reading to a child. Lord, my prayer today is you help us get our priorities straight. Let's enjoy the sports and quit fighting. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Now the weather. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Brought to you by Greg's Farm Services. On the farm, around the home, in the community. Greg's Farm Services in Gassville and Mountain Home. Bradley Drive, 1309 Bradley Drive. In Gassville, 6153 Highway 126 North. Greg's Farm Services, all kinds of great specials going on. Deer corn, $5.50 for a 50-pound bag. Buy one, get one half off any combination Cowgirl Tough Clothing and Montetta West purses, jewelry items in stock. End of season clearance sale on cedar planting boxes. You got raised boxes, ground boxes, range in price from $76 to $165. Stop by Greg's Farm Services to check out the great specials there. The bug assault gun, that'd be so much fun.
We'd be shooting Bob right now with salt.
No, we wouldn't. Bob tied not.
Bob's over here only once.
Only once. Check out the great price on the Radius E Series suspension 52-inch mower, $5,599, $127 a month. With their proper approval, be sure to check the spec sheet and details right there. 10% off Corinthian Bell wind chimes, 70-quart muck tubs, $15.99. FlexTrack garden hose, 50 feet for $17.99. Greg's Farm Services. On the farm, around the home, and in the community. And don't forget, they're sponsoring the lawnmower races Saturday, September 15th at 6 o'clock, Saddle Club Arena. And so be sure to check that out as well.
Be funny to watch. Lawnmower races.
Those are fun. I've enjoyed them the last couple of years. That, and I'll go over to the, they've got the chainsaw competition at 4 over there in the Ag-Rap barn.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun to watch. Those guys, my goodness. Doing that lawnmower race is a lot of fun. Anyway, Greg's Farm Services brings morning weather each and every day, where this morning we are starting the day 59 degrees in Mountain Home. I took my little dog Pepper out about 5:30 this morning, and like, woo, man.
That felt good.
Beautiful, clear skies, stars were out, just perfect. 59 in Mountain Home, 62 at Harrison, 61 in Hardy. Mountain View checks in at 66, Yellville at 62, Marshall at 66. Calico Rock is still at 59 degrees. Don't you know that river looked pretty this morning?
It's probably foggy, I got a feeling.
Yeah, that's more than likely. 58 at St. Louis and Poplar Bluff, 59 at Branson, 57 at West Plains, and only 45 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota. On the radar, a lot of rain going on in New England. That's the shower activity that moved through Arkansas, Missouri, and Illinois. But Illinois, when was it? I think it was Saturday, from St. Louis on I-70 all the way to Indianapolis, Indiana, southern Illinois. It was just raining all through Illinois, went all through Indiana, and that's what you're seeing right now on the radar up in the New England area. New York, Pennsylvania, and all the states up there getting a lot of rain. And it trails back down. I think it even goes as far back as Tennessee, trails off, just south, around Chattanooga right there. And that's the trailing edge of that shower activity right now. But in Arkansas, it looks like we're clear as a bell. In fact, I was watching I can't even think what day I was watching Channel 3 weather. I think it was Sunday afternoon. And I don't think we have any rain in the forecast all week.
I'll be darned.
So
Bob's happy. Look at Bob. He got this.
Gonna be smiling. He gets to mow. Right now, highways in Arkansas are clear. You see the radar right there on the Little Rock stop. 62 and 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65, Little Rock, Branson. 67, 167, Batesville, Poplar Bluff out of Little Rock in good shape. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 all clear at this time. And so, we'll check the state of Missouri. We'll hit the St. Louis stop first and check I-70 and 64. Showing a little bit of green around Jeff City and St. Louis. Don't know if they just have that turned up or what, but nevertheless, it's showing a little bit around St. Louis. Don't know if it's actually hitting the ground, but we're going to say drive carefully if you're in the St. Louis area or Jefferson City area. I-70 Columbia, Jeff City to St. Louis is showing a little bit on the radar stop. St. Louis into Illinois, I-64 to Mount Vernon, I-70 Vandalia, Effingham. Once you get to Vandalia, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Nothing around Springfield or Bloomington, Illinois right now. Southwest Missouri, Tulsa, Joplin, Springville, they're showing a shower activity going on right now. Oh, I'm going to hit refresh. Let me hit refresh for a minute. Yeah, it didn't change much, did it? Anyway, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla is showing a little bit on the radar right there. I-70 Kansas City to Columbia in pretty good shape right there. And so, let's see if I can go back here and see what they're saying about the hurricane. Hurricane warning. Well, I'm glad this thing loads fast. In the Caribbean, that's good. What about the one in the Atlantic?
From what I was hearing, I think it's like Category 2, and they could go
Well,
up
they've
to
already
4
listed a
before it
state of
hits.
emergency for Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. And so they're saying that, well, let's go back over here. So this is Florence. Yep, Category 2 hurricane heading towards the United States.
And they're saying it could be a 4 before it actually reaches land.
Yeah.
Have either one of you ever been involved in a hurricane?
No.
We don't have too many here in Arkansas.
Been in the aftermath. You've been through them, though, haven't you?
I've been offshore during one, yeah.
Ugh.
If you look at that wind pattern, you'll see that if you're just pick a spot where that thing's headed, and the winds are going to be going one direction, and as the eye crosses, it's going to be coming from the other direction. And
So you get a swirl?
well, no, because sometimes you're talking 15, 20 minutes to 2 or 3 hours difference between
Really?
getting hit by the face and being kicked in the tail.
Oh.
Because depending on how big the eye is.
Yeah.
And it's the strangest thing you ever lived through.
I feel for him.
Right now, Hurricane Florence winds 105 miles an hour. Pressures are 969 millibars. Moving west-northwest at 9 miles an hour. The locations is 24.9 north, 58.9 west. And so they have issued a state of emergency for South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia due to the hurricane coming in. And so I'm just waiting to see what happens. Morning weather brought to you by Greg's Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, in the community.
So the forecast is it's just not going to rain?
Dry.
What's the temperatures going to be like?
Comfortable.
He hates doing the forecast. I don't know what
Well,
it
it
is.
takes so long to load everything in because you got to find Baxter County right here. On that little bitty map, you got 75 counties that are about the... Guess I could preload it sometime, but it takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah, you've only got 48 boxes already open. All you got to do is add one more.
What's one more box?
Mostly clear, high of 76 today. Tomorrow, 79. Wednesday, 81. Thursday, 82. Friday, 85. Sunny, 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 sunny. How's that for a forecast?
All right. At least we know the temperatures now.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Let's see what our low temperatures are. Let's see, tonight a low of 58. Tuesday night low of 59. Wednesday night low of 64. Thursday night low of 66. It's going to be a very pleasant week as long as that humidity stays down in that dew point. And going to be pretty nice. Dew point right now 59, so it's a pretty comfortable dew point.
Well, now that's the weather in Clark Ridge. What's the weather in Mountain Home going to be?
Who knows? 12 miles difference. It could be. I tell you what. Sometimes it makes a big.
This is Arkansas.
It is Arkansas. It can make a big difference. And community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing 741-2883. Let the paper start flying. The Little Rock, listen to me. I got Little Rock on the brain today. Lone Rock Volunteer Fire Department Protection District. Their annual barbecue and open house. 8442 Push Mountain Road. Saturday, October 6th from 12 to 3. Rain or shine. Special barbecue leg chicken. A leg quarter. That's going to be good. $7 adults. Kid 12 and under are 6. And the Ruger American Predator rifle 6.5, is that going to be a chance to win?
I would
It
imagine.
says right there. First drawing.
First drawing.
You buy one ticket, you get 3 chances to win.
There you go. Tickets available from 341 Market, Lone Rock, Woodsman's Package, Norfolk, Old Time Restaurant on the Square, Lone Rock Fire Department, personnel, or local businesses. Wow. Entertainment, fire engine rides, and other kids' activity. Door prizes. Are you going down for that?
I probably will.
Probably run down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be a lot of
So
fun.
the first drawing is the rifle, second drawing is a Yeti cooler, and the third drawing is a Walmart gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of fun there. What else you got there, Scooter?
Fair coming up. For those that don't know, everybody should know. It's coming up by now. Fair is going on this week from September 11th through the 15th. And the commercial booths will open on the 12th at 5 p.m. Carnival will open at 5 p.m. Fair parade is at 5:30 on the 12th. So be out
Line
there
the
to support
streets.
everybody. They've got some great bands coming in. On the 12th, after the parade, there'll be high school bands out there on the stage. And then on Thursday, September 13th, After Grace will be playing from 7 to 9:30. Friday will be Eastern Heights. It's a band from Branson. They'll be playing from 7 to 9. And on Saturday the 15th, will be the Melodicats. And they're doing something different this year at the fair. Also, they're adding a video game contest. It's called Super Smash Brothers Tournament. They've got a tournament going on. It'll be Thursday, September 13th from 5 to 9 at the fairgrounds at the C Building. You can register early. It's $2 or it's $5 at the gate. And you can call Sherry 870-404-1030.
Cool.
But
But
most of all,
yep.
this week at the Old Time Restaurant, we always have our fair deal going on during the fair. Do you remember what it is?
Is that the foot-long hot dog?
You get a choice of a half-pound burger with anything you want on it, or a foot-long hot dog. And these are all beef, not the little skinny. These things are huge, and you can get whatever you want on them. Chili, if you want cheese, I get grilled onions and cheese put on mine.
Oh yeah.
Kind of melted in, and it's a heck of a deal. It's $6.88, and it comes with fries, and
That'd be good.
it's a
We'll have to try that
fair
out
deal
then.
specials at Old Time Restaurant starting Wednesday.
That'll be good. The Enlightened Women's Conference takes place on September 29th from 9 to 4, $30 per ticket. That includes lunch and a t-shirt. It's taking place at Real Life Church at 1326 Rossi Road in Mountain Home, shedding light on the darkness in our region, taking a stand against the enemy, taking back our children. You'll hear from the Informed Choices Women's Center. You'll hear from Care Center Ministries, the Call of Marion County, Jail Ministry, On Time Ministry. For more information, call Care Center Ministries at 870-701-5078. And that's history, that's history, that's history. We're going to have to get some... Let me get my phone because we've got the Walk a Mile in Our Shoes coming up.
Ah, yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up here off the email.
Talk about being prepared. We have a show we do every morning. Did you know that, Dale?
We do.
Yeah, every morning.
I thought we were going to have a sports guest today.
We're going over sports.
What's that got to do with the price of tea in China?
Well, here we go. Walk a Mile in Our Shoes takes place October 6th at 10 a.m. $25 minimum donation. What this is to raise money to benefit victims of domestic violence. It's on the there's too much of it going on in the counties right now, and so this helps Serenity. You can call them at 870-424-7576. Email Porter jenellen@gmail.com. $25 minimum donation. Walk a mile in heels to benefit victims of domestic violence, and I've seen a lot of guys clomp around. You come out with some very sore ankles after this. It's at the Bomber Stadium track. Have you tried it?
I have not. I've watched it. It is hilarious.
It's hilarious
And
to watch.
Some people will actually deck themselves out. I mean, they're wearing dresses, makeup. Some of them guys just go 100% out.
Something wrong about that.
It's just for fun.
Just for fun. They get around clomping around in those shoes. My goodness. $25 minimum donation. Walk a mile in heels benefit victims of domestic violence. October 6th, 10 a.m. at Bomber Stadium. Come on out. If you don't want to walk, throw in $25 in the hat. You know. What else we got?
That's it. I got commercial break.
Coming up. Bob Recktenwald Sports. Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing: burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing: burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Almost 7:23. Time for Bob Recktenwald Sports. Bob.
Monday morning.
Yep.
It's that time again already?
It is that time again already.
Well, I know last week we had, because of the holiday weekend,
Ran a rerun, yeah.
we ran a rerun.
We won?
We won. We
Hey,
won.
let's talk about the fair
We won.
for a
No,
minute.
we won.
Before we start talking sports, let's talk about the fair.
Okay.
How long have you lived here?
About 20 years.
Okay. And you've been here
46 years.
You and I have been here about the same amount of
Yeah.
time. Do you remember the events they would hold outside of the show, the cattle, the livestock area? When we were in school, I remember getting this big, tall cedar tree and stripping all the stuff off of it, all the bark.
Yeah.
Pull all the bark of it and greasing it up and setting it in the ground. Do you remember that?
No.
And
You've got my attention, though.
They had a greased pole contest, so who could climb the highest on that pole. And I thought for sure somebody would just get the hugest splinter ever, but because the cedar is so smooth, that's why they used it. And then I remember one year we did a greased pig contest. We had to grease it. I was in the FFA program, and we helped a lot at the fair. And we got this little pig, and we greased him up with Crisco and set it loose in this pen, and all these little kids were going around trying to catch this thing. It was the funniest thing you ever seen.
Wonder why we don't do that anymore.
I don't know.
It sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, it was so fun to watch.
Oh, I guarantee the kids had a ball.
Oh, don't you know?
Oh, it was hilarious greasing that little pig up. It was just nuts. But you have to commend the folks that are on our fair board.
Yeah.
They run a great fair every year.
They do.
And I know this year, as in last year, They'll do a Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Jim Brown Company sponsors Veterans Day, so any veteran gets in courtesy of the Jim Brown Company. And there's different groups that sponsor different days. But, you know, I've heard that it's the second, third, or fourth largest fair in the state.
Yeah.
You know, as far as attendance go. You know, it's a great thing. I remember also when we were kids that the fair started Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then they decided they'd do, you know, they'd have the parade on Wednesday, which has been pretty much the norm.
Yeah.
But then they started opening up the rides Wednesday night.
Yeah. After
but
you know what was so much fun in those days is when B.B. Foster Field was right there across the way. Remember how many times we'd be out there at football games at B.B. Foster Field and you see everything going.
Mm-hmm.
After the game, we went to the fair and stayed till midnight on Friday night, Saturday morning, you know.
And the where was I? You threw me off there with that B.B. Foster because I haven't thought about the old B.B. Foster Field in a long time. But you've got the now we've got Tuesday night starts the carnival rides, and then Wednesday's the fair parade, and then Thursday they start doing more and more and more. But it's a great event.
It is. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we go every year, and our kids go, and we have a ball. We just kind of walk around. I mean, I like to look at the exhibits and look at all that stuff.
What's your traditions at the fair? What do you do? One thing you look forward to doing at the fair?
I just like looking at the exhibits and talking to the people in the.
Yeah,
he likes watching the people. I guarantee you, the Baxter County Fair brings out some of the strangest people you've ever seen.
I know.
You're talking about the men and the dressing up as women. There are some folks that dress up pretty wild to come to the fair.
Yep.
I have learned one thing, because there's places like the fair, but there's other places that if you ever think that your family is a little out there and a little weird, go to Disney World. Your family is fine. You go out there and see some of them. Holy cow!
That's funny.
It's like going to the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about let's talk about some junior high football. We've had we did not meet. We did not have our show last Monday, but we had some junior high games.
Yep.
The 8th grade played Harrison at home, and were successful.
Dun, dun, dun.
The 9th grade was not successful against Harrison. Last week, the 8th grade hosted West Plains.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zizzers. Yeah. You know, you sit up in the booth for a couple hours and you get your guy that's helping you. He's such a great guy, and he's going. Who
can that be, Scooter?
I just wonder.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Yeah, but the 8th and 9th grade both came out successful in those games, and
that was a fun night. That was some good. That was some good football.
Yeah, it was. They played hard. Both teams were there to play. They put it out there. And
you know, West Plains is ranked for the senior high. They're ranked pretty good in the state of Missouri. They're a pretty good football club.
You know, it's
and then
the rain delays is what gets you. You know, those guys are all pumped up, ready to go, and then you got to go.
Rephrase that. Lightning.
Yeah, go sit for 2 hours because of the lightning.
How does that affect those players when you're?
A lot.
Yeah, because I don't think they take the pads off, do they? They sit there full pads.
They'll take shoulder pads off.
Will they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's going to be
like it was the other night.
And the rule is 20 minutes for each strike.
30
minutes for each strike.
Yeah.
Even if you wait 29 minutes and you get another flash of lightning,
you got
reset.
another 30-minute delay.
Well, we did it last year. The same thing against West Plains.
Oh,
we sat there for an hour and a half. We had a 5 o'clock kick, and we started at 6:30, I think, last year.
No, we had the Harrison game at Harrison that one year that we didn't start till 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I was there.
You know, and this Friday night, this past Friday night, there were several games that got canceled, but there were several that did not start till after 10.
Yeah.
Because of lightning.
We were blessed to be on time.
And the rain wasn't
I do want to say
severe,
this before we move on, because we had the 8th grade, they split the team. If you remember, they had a A and a B.
Team that went to Green Forest.
Yeah, and a team that went to Green Forest, which won their game.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
9th grade didn't fare so well at Green Forest, but the 8th grade did. Both 8th and 9th grade.
What size is Green Forest in the high school? Are they 5A?
They're going to be the same as Yellville, I believe.
About right, yeah.
Yep. High school football, week 0, everybody played a week 0 game, which I don't understand, but what that will mean this week is Mountain Home will not have a home game. They will not have a game at all.
It's a bye week. Let me see that schedule.
It now becomes a bye week, and so the week 0 game they played Sheraton at Little Rock, and Yellville on week 1 went to Green Forest and beat Green Forest, I believe 14-7. Mountain Home traveled to Harrison and did not fare well. It's a nice stadium they have at Harrison. They have a huge crowd.
They got a nice rail.
They've got a nice indoor practice arena. And everybody says, well, why doesn't Mountain Home have that? Mountain Home doesn't have the tax base that Harrison has. They've got a huge tax base. Plus Garrison Motor Freight, or what is now FedEx, left a lot of money when he passed. But that community absolutely, if you have a poster child for how to get behind your students, Harrison would probably rank in the top 10.
Really?
Oh yeah. They get behind every program that Harrison School has. I'm not saying that the people at Mountain Home don't, but it's nothing like it could be. And probably should be. Last Friday night, Yellville Panthers hosted the Salem Greyhounds and did not fare well. They were mercy ruled.
Really?
Mountain Home hosted Nettleton Raiders, and they did not fare well. They were mercy ruled. We'll say that Huntsville played Green Forest and was successful. Coach Barnhill's 2-0 at this time, which is pretty nice plus.
Yep.
So that's...
How's that Huntsville team stack up now?
Well, they're 2-0 now. Their schedule hasn't changed a whole lot.
Who's their strongest rival?
I don't know. Over in Huntsville, I don't know. I'm going to bet that...
They could go as far as in the Fort Smith area. They're going to be over in Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers area for.
No, because they're not 6A. They're
drop farther south.
They're 4 or 5. They're going to be Clinton, Greenbrier,
Morrilton.
That type, maybe Morrilton. When we take a break, I'll try to look it up a little bit here in a minute. But that's a program that has turned around. The Salem program has done a nice turnaround.
Yeah. Weren't they a contender last year, Salem? Didn't they have one? I think they went to their. They had a playoff.
They
game.
did by proxy because somebody had to forfeit.
Yeah.
Yellville earned the spot in.
Yeah.
And Salem pretty much was handed one because of some forfeit.
Technicality, yeah.
Some technicality. You want to take a break? We'll come back talk about some other stuff.
You bet.
Be right back.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Have you ever noticed?
$7:35. It's Monday. Bob Recktenwald Sports. What else you got?
Well, before we branch off into other sports, we had a weekend full of Saturday OFA games. Scooter spent his Saturday at the OFA field.
We actually had 6 games. The way the schedule worked out, we're going to have 4 normally through the season, but the first one, some teams had to play twice. I don't know how it worked out, but we had 3 3rd and 4th grade games. Let's see, Mountain View Yellow Jackets beat the Shelter Insurance Bulldogs. BSI.
That Shelter Insurance out of Missouri.
Yeah, that's the Gainesville team.
Mm-hmm.
BSI MAS Jackrabbits beat the Bull Shoals Hardware Riveters. The Coleman Family Dentistry Extractors. That's a full sentence right there. Coleman Family Dentistry Extractors. They beat the Mountain View Yellow Jackets.
Wow.
And then 5th and 6th grade, Pippin CPA Bulldogs, which is Gainesville, beat they lost from the Mountain View Yellow Jackets. Sorry. Then Aspire Outdoor Steelers won over the Island Concrete Islanders. And then Mountain View Yellow Jackets beat the Homebound Medical Enforcers. So those are some great games. Everything, we were really worried about having rain delays and being pushed back. We did have a little bit of light rain. But
no lightning.
Nothing that we actually got ahead of schedule at one point and had to take a little breather and kind of get caught back up, so all the teams had time to stretch and get ready. And it was just a great time. I appreciate everybody coming out. We had so many fans out there, so many parents watching, and cheerleaders were great. Halftime, they were out there trying to perform and make sure everybody stayed entertained. It was just a good time.
Do you play under the same rules as high school?
No, we don't. We actually do 20-minute halves, so it's a little bit different. It's almost a continuous clock, except for if you call a timeout, stuff like that. Other than that, we pretty much keep the clock running on that 20 minutes.
So it's more of a mercy rule situation.
It runs through like a mercy rule. Now, we do have weight limits and stuff set on running backs and stuff, because just when you're that young, some of the kids haven't developed yet, and we don't want some 300-pound kid coming through and some 50-pound kid trying to catch them. So there are some limits, there are some restrictions, but it's full contact. I mean, just some great games. They really were. Some of them were down to 1 point between.
You played the full 100 yards?
On the 5th and 6th we do,
yeah.
And then we play 80 yards.
80
so
yards.
we bring it 10 in on each end for the 3rd and 4th. But as far as the width-wise, we play full width of the football field.
That is a fun Saturday.
It is. It'll wear you out, though. 6 games, and you were talking about before about how you do announcing when you got so many games, and then after the end of it, you're tired and you're wondering why you're wore out, because all you're doing is talking.
All you're doing is talking.
Yeah. But it does. It will. You'll be tired by the end of the.
Try scoring just one football game at 6-minute quarters, another football game at 8-minute quarters. Sit there and try to score. Running the scoreboard. I mean, when you're having to watch the white hat, which is what I have to do when you run the scoreboard, because you want to make sure you're fair for each team that's there. West Plains has been in, whoever it may be, and you want to make sure. In fact, I don't know if you noticed this one of the plays. I was watching the play in the field and I stopped the clocks. I had 1 second left. Remember that? Had one. You know, why didn't you just roll that second off? Well, you know, the referee signaled, stop the clock, click, both clocks stopped. I had probably reset to 25 o'clock anyway. And I was watching the field, and lo and behold, 1 second left. They gave West Plains one more chance. And once the ball is snapped, the horn goes off, you stop it, you let the play continue. And I think if not, didn't Mountain Home pick that one off, and they came back on their own sideline and ran out of bounds somewhere around the 45-yard line.
Sure,
yeah. But you want to be wrung out after a night of football, sit there and run the scoreboard for 2 or 3 football games.
Well, we have done them in the past where we'd have two seventh grade games, an 8th grade game, a 9th grade game, and then turn around and have a JV game all in one night.
Yeah.
And you know, people will ask questions like, well, why didn't you just run that 1 second out, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that? And I've always said this for the 23 seasons I've been in that booth. The reason I call as many kids' names as I can is because that is the only accolade that child will get for working in practice 4 or 5 days.
Tackle made by number 43, Billy Smith. And wow, you know, that just, that
just
recharges their batteries, you know?
You don't know. And the parents drive all the way over here from, we did not have a roster for West Plains last week. And afterwards I had a lady say, well, you didn't call my son's name, you just called his number. That's not my fault, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. We want to call everybody's name.
We want to call and I'll try to call 2 or 3 that I can. That every game I will try to call 2 or 3 names for each play, if possible.
Yeah.
But if I don't have a roster, I can't make one up. I'd be glad to make one up.
Did you tell her that you didn't have a roster?
Oh yeah. Oh, those coaches, I can't believe they wouldn't do that. Well, some coaches don't like to do that. But I think it's wrong. I think you're doing a disservice to the kid because
I do too.
That is their only.
And you'll see a lot of them, and I know more. I don't know if it's more on the youth level, but I watch the youth level more. But the kids will start stepping up when they hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it recharges them. It's like, oh, wow,
it does, man. That's my. I want to get my name called again. I want to. It gives them a drive and a push.
It does. It really does.
But I will say this about the 8th grade game the other night. We called a name, and I won't mention any names, but we called a name of a player that made a tackle, but he was not the only one that made it. So he stood there and pointed to the person that made it until we saw it. Do you remember that, Scooter?
That was the most impressive thing. I mean, there was others in on the tackle and one main guy, but we called the name that we saw right then.
Right.
And we were still waiting for the other kid to get up to be able – we were planning on calling his name.
Yeah.
But that kid sat there and pointed at the other kid to make sure that other kid got credit.
So
I was impressed.
Let's make sure the people watching understand what we go through in the booth. Bob's the announcer. Scooter was the spotter. Now, what the spotter does, he's sitting there. Well, I think there's 2 guys up there.
Josh was there.
Josh was there, too. You get 2 guys with binoculars watching offense and defense. They're on the other side of the field. You guys are in the booth. And so the only thing you've got is jersey numbers.
Yep.
And so I'm sitting there running the clock. Bob's waiting on the spotters, and I'm also waiting because in that pileup, I need to know what down, what yard line, you know, so it may be 1st and 10 at the 43. It could be 2nd and 8 at the 30. Who knows? We have to rely on the spotters. Mm-hmm. And for you guys to sit there constantly in binoculars.
And some of them, I mean, they're piled up and they're in a position that you just can't see. You got to wait until they get up, and then sometimes there's kids gathered around them saying, "Great job!" So now, once it spreads up, all right, that's the other number. There it is.
Yeah. And you know, people talk about running that scoreboard down at Balmer Stadium by myself. I can't do it unless your spotters are outstanding.
Let's not blow them up too high. They'll explode.
Well, I'm going to because you can't do it without good spotters.
I will tell you this. By the end of the game, though, having binoculars on almost the whole time, your eyes start doing
crossing,
this.
Yeah.
I mean, take them binoculars off, and you're kind of like, where am I? It's a lot of fun.
Yep, it's a good time. And, you know, tonight we have a blue gold game in the 7th grade. It starts at 5 o'clock. We will have a scoreboard, and we will have spotters, and we will have we will do everything like we do if it's Harrison coming to town or another rival, because that is what those kids practice for.
Let's take a look and see what the schedule. No, we got a bye week for Mountain Home varsity, right?
We've got a
so tonight
7th grade Blue Gold tonight. Then Thursday we host
Green County Tech.
Green
Oh, that'd
County
be a fun
Tech
game. Yeah, it's a 5:30 kick, 8th and 9th on Thursday.
So
the next Monday, 7th, 8th, and JV are at Batesville.
Southside, isn't it?
Yeah, Southside, yeah.
Batesville, Southside.
And then the pink out is a week from Friday. The 21st is Jonesboro here varsity. That's the pink out for a 7 o'clock kick. Break time.
Take another break. We'll recap some other things that's happened in the world of sports in Mountain Home.
Be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Do you ever feel like your butt's dragging and you could really use a lift? Ozark Diesel Off-Road. Ozark Diesel Off-Road has been installing lifts for over 25 years. They specialize in all your off-road vehicle needs, from general repairs such as engine diagnostics, clutch and brake repair, to custom fabrication like axle gears and lockers, leveling and suspension kits, and everything in between. So if your vehicle could really use a lift, head to Ozark Diesel Off-Road, located at 5051 Highway 62 East, or give them a call at 870-425-LIFT.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
If you want the best.
It's almost 7:48. We moving up to collegiate now?
No, we're actually going to talk about Mountain Home golf team's going to play at Searcy.
Okay. Yep.
They will take on the Searcy Lions. We've got volleyball action tonight. The Mountain Home Junior High will be playing in Jonesboro against Nettleton. We've got a 7th grade match at 4, and then we've got an 8th grade match after that. You know, this time of year, there's a lot of sports going on.
Yeah, fun time.
Our junior varsity will make a trip tonight to Harrison. They'll kick off at 6 o'clock, and then Harrison's going to host an 8th grade jamboree over there, which we're not participating in. Like we said earlier, our 7th graders will have a blue gold game at Bomber Stadium. That's scheduled to start at 5. So be there at 4:30, if at all possible.
You talking to me?
Yes. Yes, I am, matter of fact.
I'll be there.
Junior high volleyball, Mountain Home Junior High volleyball team won a division at a Springdale tournament over the weekend, which is pretty good. I don't understand how they score volleyball, so I can't get into their scores, but they did beat Bentonville. And the 9th grade team is now 7-2, and the 8th grade team is 5-1.
Awesome.
So there is lots of stuff going on. We probably don't want to talk about collegiate. Oh, I'd be wrong if I didn't mention this. The Mountain Home Twin Lakers have started into their fall league, which will go into a winter league.
Twin Lakers is
Dylan Conley's team. They came out victorious. Football? No, it's basketball.
Basketball.
They won their division in this, I guess, the summer league. They now have started a fall league, and they are 1-0. They started off with a win.
He's doing a pretty good job with that.
It seems to be, yeah. I've not attended, but I'm not a big basketball guy, so it wasn't full contact, so I never played. But
you just haven't played basketball the way we used to play it.
It's non-contact, Scooter. You don't wear helmets in basketball.
Street rules. It's all good.
Take a stick and trip the guy with the basketball.
So like I said before the show started, this has not been my weekend for sports.
It'll get better.
The Arkansas State Red Wolves got beat by Alabama, which was really no surprise. The Razorbacks got beat by Colorado, which was a huge surprise. The Bombers got beat by Harrison.
What happened with Arkansas? I mean, you had the lead. What was it? 43 seconds left when they. But did you see the recap when Arkansas tackled that guy? They pushed him the wrong direction.
I couldn't watch it. I didn't have I didn't have a channel.
When they got a hold, they should have. The blocker. Well, it's so hard. I wish I could find it on Facebook because I watched. I thought, no wonder we lost. We're the one that scored the touchdown because you watch the replay on that, and as the Razorbacks are tackling this guy, they drag him into the end zone. And I saw it last night on Facebook, and I thought, what? I wish I could find it again.
Yeah, so it's been a rough weekend at the Recktenwald household for sports. The Bears got beat by craziness.
That was unreal. Now I don't watch a lot of NFL football.
No, Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
they played Green Bay Packers.
Hey, all right.
And no, you got to understand. Well, Aaron Rodgers got knocked out in the first quarter. He hurt his knee, and then they brought him back for the second half, and it was 20-0. And and then next thing you know, they ran 20-3 forever, and finally at the very end, they ended up. I don't know how they did it. I mean, it was one of them.
They pulled it off. Anyway, long story short, without adding any more salt to the wound, Green Bay won 24-23.
With one of the most amazing comebacks I've ever seen in football.
Huge,
big question here. Throw this up on the screen. This is your top 20 in NCAA. You've got Alabama all the way through Stanford. Everybody's 2-0. Then you get to Washington, that's 1-1, and Penn State and LSU, and West Virginia, and TCU, all at 2-0. But yet, how does Washington rank to be number 10, and these other undefeated teams with 2-0s?
It's early.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Who did they play? Who beat them? That's the question.
Let's see if I can click on it and find out. Brigham Young, no. Auburn.
Yeah, see, that's it. Auburn's ranked, what, 6 or 7?
7, yeah, Auburn's ranked 7. So you got Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma. The Sooners are sitting there at number 5. Wisconsin at 6.
I have been watching the Oklahoma OU Sooners. I've watched their games.
That's your backyard.
They are looking quite solid this year.
I'll tell you, the one that surprises me that they're so low is LSU.
2-0. Let's see what their schedule looks like here. LSU, the final, they were 33-17 over Miami, Florida, and of course they beat Southeast Louisiana. Let's see, coming up on the 15th, they play Auburn, so it's going to be LSU at Auburn.
That'll be their big test right there. Yeah,
it's going to be the test for both of them, really. How far will Auburn drop if they lose to LSU?
13-14.
Yeah.
But LSU won't go to 7.
No.
So
they might be in the top 10, perhaps.
Yeah, could be. Kind of ugly. But the Cubs are still first place in the National League Central. 4.5 games over the Cardinals.
You brought it up, so here we go.
Oh, no.
Here we go. The rally squirrel is back.
No, the squirrel's sitting between me and Scooter, but ain't no rally about it.
Let's see there. Throw that on there, Scooter. Come on. Okay, here we are in this is 2011. Well, I don't want the ad.
2011. Are we bringing 2011?
Everybody's bringing
always has to talk
2011.
history.
Here comes here, watch this. There goes the squirrel right across home plate. That was 2011. And so what happens in this is in Detroit. Here it comes again. There he goes, the Raleigh Squirrel. It was 0-0 after 6 until the squirrel came in. St. Louis wins 5-2.
You're going to blame it on the squirrel.
That's what.
No, he's not blaming. He's accrediting the squirrel.
He's giving the squirrel credit. Okay.
The Raleigh Squirrel is back. He may have been in Detroit, but
so
I don't know where the stand he's in. I haven't seen him in a while. Let's see. MLB. How much time we got here? 5 minutes. MLB standings.
We got about 4 minutes.
All right. Let's see where we're at here. Of course, Boston in the American League East. They're good.
Do you got anything else you want to cover? Because you got them on to football now or baseball now.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, the Cubs are not bad. I mean, 83-59. You got to hand it to the Cubs. I mean, you got a good season going. Keep it. I mean, what are you going to do? I ain't going to cry about it. If St. Louis ain't in there, we'll root for the Cubbies. Who knows?
You know, there's just a fine line between whining and crying, and Dale just rides that fence.
Well, you know, we had a very lousy April, May, and June. I mean, what are you going to do about it? I mean, you know, it's one of those things. Cubs are doing good. Brewers are ahead of us by 3 games, it looks like. We got Pirates coming into Busch Stadium. Let's see. And look at this NL West. Rockies has now pulled in to a half-game lead over the Dodgers. But the biggest factor right now is for the National League. You're looking at the Braves, the Cubs, and the Rockies. And then you get the 2 wild cards. But here's the whole season right here. You've got a team, the Boston Red Sox, that are 98-46. That's a strong ball club. You know, when you've got these many games left in September and you're already at 98 wins.
Yeah, who can beat them? Who's going to beat them?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody can. You've got the Yankees 8.5 back with 89 wins.
Yep.
You know, on the average, an 89-win season at this point, you're pretty well guaranteed. And, of course, they'll probably have a wild card spot. But still, with 98 wins, you know that Boston's going to be well over 100 wins, which is rare. They play 162 regular season games. And Boston, I think Boston, whoever's in the World Series, Boston's going to beat them. Just my prediction. I don't care if St. Louis is there. I don't care if the Cubs are there, the Braves, or whoever it may be. You got a very strong Red Sox team. Now, they could fall apart in the playoffs and get beat. Who knows? But I doubt it very seriously. They're a very strong team right now.
Scooter, how many OFA games have you got scheduled for Saturday?
This Saturday?
Yep.
4.
What time?
4.
4?
They
They'll
kick off
start
at
9 o'clock. Yeah, the first one starts at 9. Then we got 10:10, 11:20, and 12:30. Those will be our 4 games for this Saturday. It's a lot of fun. Even if you don't have a kid, it's just a lot of fun to watch these young kids.
Just
play.
to recap, we've got 7th grade blue and gold at Bomber Stadium tonight at 5. We've got JV going over to Harrison, kickoff at 6. We've got 8th and 9th grade hosting Greene County Tech on Thursday, kickoff at 5:30. And then the senior high Bombers are on a bye week for Friday. Which
That's going to seem strange. Nothing at Bombers.
But this Friday, XL7 will be broadcasting.
We will go to Berryville to bring the Yellville Summit Panthers versus Berryville Bobcats, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go to Berryville as long as Gil has got us somewhere secured to broadcast from.
We will need to make sure he follows that.
We may have to at least rent us a bucket truck and put Scooter in a bucket and raise him up about 35 feet.
I'm not sure that we're going to have Gilly for this one. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a camera person. I'll jump over and run the stuff like I did this last game.
Next week, tentatively, we're going to have the AD from Yellville Summit, Steve Jones. We're going to talk about the ongoing fall sports that are going on. Might get Mitch Husky to come in for the other half of that show. Just let folks know how many sports are going on at this time of the year. We'll get the ADs in here. We'll talk about it.
Good.
That's all I've got.
Baxter County Fair Parade, 5:30 on Wednesday.
Yep.
Come enjoy the Baxter County Fair. Everybody's invited. Come on in. Missouri folks, come on down. Love to have you.
Is Hoot and Holler in the same time this year like it always is? Or
I saw the
Haven't
site.
looked it up.
We need to check that out and put it on.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, wraps it up. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.